Friday night in the NBA, it was day 2 of the in-season tournament, and we had 12 games to go through. We start tonight in Sacramento, where the battle tonight between these two stars was much more entertaining than what we saw on Netflix. Sacramento and Minnesota, Sacramento coming in without DeMar DeRozan. No DeMar means a lot more De'Aaron. End of the first quarter, Minnesota coming in losing 3 in a row, looking to snap that. Midway through the second quarter, Kings down by 10, Fox breaking ankles, stepping back. Third quarter now, Minnesota up by 8. Remember, this is a Minnesota team coming off back-to-back losses in Portland. They've been off to a rough start to start their season, but this is exactly what they need. Anthony Edwards. Edwards going right to the rim. Moments later, Edwards starting to feel it in the third. Minnesota up by 16 late in the third, and Edwards starting to get into one of those zones. Watch your ankles, Trey Lyles. Minnesota's up by 16 early stages of the fourth. No DeMar DeRozan, also no Malik Monk. So we're thinking the Kings are probably done for the night, but not if De'Aaron Fox has anything to say about it. Kings have now cut the lead down to 7, and De'Aaron getting the building on their feet. Now it's a 4-point game, and De'Aaron once again fast as lightning to the rim. He was doing a little bit of everything in this fourth quarter. Now he gets right to the 3-point line wide open. Moments later, offense, defense, maybe he can even play some special teams for Sacramento. Kings now with a 1-point lead, 4 minutes to go. They don't call him Swiper for nothing. De'Aaron the steal, Red Velvet the layup. Minnesota trying to avoid another close loss. Anthony Edwards cuts the lead to 1. 1-point game under a minute to go. I love when Edwards hits that Euro step and 1. Now Sacramento needs a response, and who else to deliver it but De'Aaron? So we head to overtime. First possession of overtime. It's only fitting. It's star versus star. De'Aaron over Anthony Edwards for 3. Now it's Edwards' turn to return the favor. As good as De'Aaron Fox had been, Anthony Edwards was magnificent as well. Sacramento down by 3, a minute 20 to go, De'Aaron against Anthony. But now Minnesota up by 2, 20 seconds to go. De'Aaron had 60, but Anthony has the last laugh. This is exactly what you want from the in-season tournament. An exciting game that comes down to the wire. Edwards with 36, the Wolves snapped their 3-game losing streak. They may have lost the game, but shout out to De'Aaron Fox, a Kings franchise record for points. In Cleveland tonight, Cavs looking to keep their perfect season alive. Donovan Mitchell starts it off with a 3. They're already up by 12, and there's Garland. I mean, just look at how many points Cleveland already has in the first quarter. They have 43, and Ty Jerome makes it 46. Second quarter, and we've seen this from this Bulls team. They're feisty, they're scrappy, they don't quit. The rookie Buzelis for 3. Third quarter, Cleveland's big lead has evaporated now, and Kobe ties. Speaking of Kobe, a few possessions later, Kobe White gives them the lead. Fourth quarter, Bulls down by 5. Kobe, oh my goodness, step back 3. Moments later on the other end, Donovan Mitchell says, "You don't do that to my teammate, I'm going to do it right back to yours." Now we're all tied up with 10.5 minutes to go. The common theme, Spider Mitchell. Mitchell doing his thing in the fourth, and now it's Garland's turn to do his. What an incredible guard duo they have been. We've seen the offense, now some defense from the Fro. Now the final touches on this one. This is a big reason why they're 14-0. Check out the ball movement, and Karis LeVert says goodnight to the Bulls. 14-0 is incredible. They'll play the Hornets on Sunday, and Jarrett Allen with a message after the game.
Donovan Mitchell, MVP.
Keep it rolling, huh?
Hey, I'm going to end it there.
Nets and Knicks tonight from the Garden. No Karl Anthony Towns, and early on, Cam Thomas stealing the show. When you see Thomas hitting shots like this in the first, you know it's going to be a long night. Second quarter now, Knicks up by 5. No Karl Anthony Towns means Jalen Brunson in his bag. And don't forget, this game is also the Mikal Bridges Bowl. Knicks up by 15 late in the third quarter. This one felt like it was on the way to being over. Bridges to OG. In the fourth, it's an 11-point game, 6:50 to go. Last game, Nets coach Jordi Fernandez said his team cannot quit. Tonight, down by 7, 3 minutes to go, Cam Thomas and company seemed to get the memo because they were scrapping, clawing, and fighting. Down by 3 still with a minute 40 to go, and they had an uphill climb with the way Brunson was balling. Next thing you know, the Nets are only down by 2 with a chance to take the lead. They swing it around the horn, and they take the lead. Remember what happened to the Knicks last game? Jalen Brunson had a near game winner that went in and out against the Bulls. This time he makes amends. But the Nets still have a chance to win it late. And how fitting is this? The former Net with the game-saving block. That game had a great finish. The Lakers and the Spurs also had a great finish. You can catch the recap of this game on my page if you want. Sixers and Magic from Orlando. What a difference a year can make with Franz Wagner's three-pointer. Philadelphia coming in at 2-9, desperate for a win. They're not looking too bad in the first half. Here is McCain. He has been putting on clinic after clinic. More from McCain in this second quarter, even with Embiid and Paul George in the lineup, it was McCain leading the way. Third quarter, Sixers up by 4, and more from McCain in the corner. Fourth quarter now, Magic up by 6 and starting to take command with what they do best, defense. Remember, this is a Magic team that started out losing their first 4 games when Paolo got hurt, but now they're starting to find their footing. Sixers would fall to 2-10 tonight, and Orlando once again keeping it rolling behind Franz. I mean, just check out the numbers in his last 6 games. As much as Paolo's injury sucks, it has allowed Franz to find his footing as the number 1 option. Phoenix and Oklahoma City, the battle of 2 banged-up Western Conference contenders early on, SGA over D-Book. Remember, the Suns came into this one without Bradley Beal, without Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker was in for a long night. Even without Chet Holmgren, even without a pure center on the roster, this Thunder team doing whatever they want. End of the first already, Oklahoma City in complete control. Hard hustle and muscle from Lou Dort on the offensive glass, and then Kenny Hustle with the layup. Third quarter, OKC still in complete control. They've limited the Suns to such little points, and SGA getting wherever he wants. Thunder win the game behind a complete team effort. I know the Suns were banged up, but in the modern NBA, to hold a team to 83 points is just ridiculous. Thunder looking good tonight, so did the other team on top of the West. The Warriors take care of business. Full recap of this game is on my page. In Houston tonight, Clippers and Rockets, a rematch from Wednesday night where the Rockets got the win, and early on some defense leading to offense for Houston. Amen Thompson down the lane. Rockets up by 6 late in the first quarter, and now it's Tari Eason. Tari and Amen come in and make a difference. Rockets up by 8 early stages of the second quarter. Amen, beautiful spin and lefty finish. As good as those two were, tonight's game for the Rockets was about this man. Rockets up by 16, 3 minutes to go in the second, and Jabari Smith Jr. catching fire. This Houston team has looked really good all season, and they do it by committee. 2 straight wins over the Clippers. Tonight they win by 21, and tonight was Jabari Smith Jr.'s night. 28 points, 11 rebounds. Heat and Pacers tonight from Miami. Miami coming off that heartbreaking loss the other night to Detroit, looking to bounce back. Final seconds of the first half, Indiana down by 8. Tyrese Halliburton, he's been so hot and cold this season, right to the rim for 2. Third quarter now, Miami up by 9. Another night for Miami without Jimmy Butler, but tonight they had Kevin Love. Kevin Love with a 3 there. Moments later, get it right back to the hot hand, K-Love. The story for Miami in this one, we've been waiting for this man all season. This is the Bam we were expecting this year. The Bam we saw in Team USA. He was flat out dominant today, his best game of the season. Miami wins by 13, and hopefully this is the start of something special for Bam. Pistons and Raptors tonight from Detroit. We know the Pistons are incapable of playing a normal game. Fourth quarter, Pistons down by 2. They're going to turn to Malik Beasley. What a nice teardrop. Raptors down by 6, 3:50 to go, trying to bounce back. RJ Barrett, Raptors had lost 5 in a row coming in. But on the other end, what has gotten into these Pistons? This was a team that only won 14 games all of last season. Tonight was their 6th win of the year. Malik Beasley with 20 points. The Pistons are now 6-8 on the season, and by the way, they're 2-0 in the NBA Cup. Two teams headed in opposite directions tonight in New Orleans, but no Nikola Jokic for the Nuggets against the Pelicans. Nuggets coming in winners of 5 in a row, but obviously without Jokic, it's a different story. Ingram aggressive, no good, but a putback dunk. Obviously, we know how banged up the Pelicans have been. This is the version of Brandon Ingram they're gonna need. I mean, just check out the degree of difficulty on some of these shots. Ingram with a hand in his face. Pelicans would end up getting the 7-point win over Denver, a much-needed win, and what a night for Ingram. 29, 8, and 7 to lead the way. And last but not least in Atlanta, another night and another case made by Dyson Daniels for that Most Improved Player of the Year award. I know it's early, but Daniels has been putting on a clinic defensively all season. And tonight was much more of the same. Daniels just deflecting and stealing everything this season. And not too shabby offensively either. 25 points for him in this one. Hawks get the win. Daniels with 25 points and 6 more steals. By the way, he joined some pretty elite company tonight.